Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with morsels of a thought number 1406 with Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider in the Rules Handbook, a guide to creating loving and lasting relationships. Started out as the New York Times best-selling authors of The Rules, time-tested secrets for capturing the heart of Mr. Right. So we have days 235 and 236 in course 4, effective commitment and communication. Don't give up yet on committed relationships. So we've got day 235 is about misconception. A common misconception is that you will meet someone when you're not looking or thinking about it. True, some women meet Mr. Right when they're busy running a marathon or visiting a friend at the hospital or returning a library book or walking their dog. But you can't count on chance encounters. You need to put yourself out there. We know that singles events like hiking, tennis, or skiing can feel awkward like summer camp. But what's the alternative? An An Ivy Leaguer scoffed that singles events were beneath her, an insult to her intelligence, and never went. She's 55 years old and still single. I have met people on hiking trips. My penultimate boyfriend, more recent boyfriend, here I'm scratching my nose, I'm sorry. Penultimate boyfriend was somebody I did meet. I met on a Good Morning John Clark. Good morning, John Clark in the East Coast. Um, in here, it is Pacific Standard Time, 5:10 a.m. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. Oh yeah, the penultimate boyfriend I had was somebody I met on a hiking trip. And it was funny because he met somebody named Ying 2 minutes before he met me. He came up to everybody and said, "Hi, my name is Hubert." And so I was looking around the parking lot waiting for our group to assemble, which was a group from the Stanford Outdoors Club or something like that. I wasn't a student from Stanford, but my previous ex was, and I was on their mailing list at the time. So I went, and I was just looking around for people that I knew would be strangers. I was looking for the head of the group, and I was standing on one of those concrete curb things for the parking lot. And suddenly somebody from my left came up to me and said, "Hi, my name is Hubert," and handed me his hand. And shook his hand, and he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Ying." And he stared into space for a while. And then he registered it. It turned out that our birthdays were one day apart, but we were 10 years apart. He was 10 years younger than I was. He didn't turn out to be a very good boyfriend, but that is where I met someone. So I have to say, hiking trips are pretty good. If you like hiking trips, you can go to San Francisco Meetup. Meetup.com is a good place to meet people. They have writing groups, they have hiking groups, they have bicycling groups, they have other groups that simply meet to talk. It's a meetup group. It can be a singles event, or it can be, if you're already a couple, you can go there too. So that's a very good one. Anyway, so next what we have is day 236, thinking versus doing. It's normal to think after a bad date or breakup, "That's it. I'm officially done with men." But thinking or feeling hope, see how I did that so naturally? Anyway, but thinking or feeling hopeless about finding love does not mean you have to act on it. Even if your heart isn't in it, you can still put makeup and a cool outfit on and go to a club. See what I did? No. And go to a club for an hour. Tosses her hair gently, moves gently. This is the rules. Gracefully. In my case, sometimes gracefully, but as gracefully as you can. Anyway, even if your heart isn't in it, You can still put makeup and a cool outfit on and go to a club for an hour. Now, look, I have done this. I actually met the other boyfriend that way, leaving for an appointment. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, John Clark. And I actually met the other boyfriend that way. I decided to go to an event for half an hour because I was studying for finals and really burning out. And I said to the previous person that I was in non-rules land living with, I said I was going to go. And so I did. And the person that I met would 3 years later be somebody that I met again and turned out to be a different boyfriend for a while. Even if you detest dating apps, you can still update your profile and post a few photos as an act of faith. If all the great authors and entrepreneurs quit when their books weren't published or their ideas were dismissed, we wouldn't have some of the best books and inventions we have today. Like it or not, it's the same for dating. Keep going. Okay, so we have a lot of people who come by here later. I know that I don't see them because I am on so early for my zone. Esurusita is one of them. And I know this horse Cantata usually tries to catch me because she's on the East Coast. Anyway, so I will talk to you again later. Which side do I do it on? This? No, this side. Okay. Oh, it's Kinderhack.